Ohara Davis wins a 10-round points decision over Miguel Vazquez. Now, Ohara Davis should be thanking referee Ian John Lewis to the end of his days for giving him this fight. Referee Ian John Lewis was the only person scoring in this fight. He scored at 97-93 in favour of Ohara Davis. Now, I didn't have it that way. I thought Miguel Vazquez won this fight. It was close. There was a few nip and tuck rounds in there, but I felt that the first and second round I gave to Vazquez, and then from round 7 to round 10, I gave Mal to Vazquez, and you could even make a case that he won another round in between. So by the end of this fight, I had Miguel Vazquez winning. Barry Jones at ringside had Miguel Vazquez winning. And I think even Ohara Davis thought he lost this fight, because when the referee announced the decision, he immediately gave Miguel Vazquez, he pulled his arm up to say that he won. So it's almost like Ohara Davis knew he got a gift decision, and he wanted to kind of show some credit to Vazquez, almost if to say, you won, but I got the decision. Ohara Davis looked very poor in this fight. He came into the fight, I suspect, with some pre-existing injuries. They did say he injured his rib. Now, whether that was pre-existing or not, I don't know. But definitely it seemed to be affecting him. And I would also maybe want to know, is his right hand okay? Because he didn't throw his right hand much in this fight. And this is the second time we've seen Ohara Davis be very, very cagey and very cautious with throwing his right hand. He was very cautious against Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall is a lot younger, a lot fresher than Miguel Vazquez. Probably a bigger puncher too, Miguel Vazquez. Not a devastating puncher. And I think maybe in the Jack Catterall fight, maybe he was worried about, being countered because Catterall being the southpaw. But in this fight again, he was not throwing the right hand with regularity. And when he wasn't really getting maximum rotation, as he wasn't getting full power. He wasn't punching through the target at all. And it kind of had me wondering, is there an issue with the right hand on top of the rib? And other things, Ohara Davis did not look good in this fight at all. From a technical point of view, even to look at the stance of the two fighters. When you saw the fighters just standing in their stance, even though Miguel Vazquez is at the end of his career, just even to his stance just looked so much more polished than Ohara Davis. Ohara Davis just looked so awkward and ungainly in this fight. And whenever he was overexerting himself and getting countered, he was made to just look so silly, like he was caught with a couple of left hooks. They didn't have anything on him. Vazquez wasn't really throwing power shots. But whenever he was tagging Davis, Davis was so off balance. He was all over the place. And, he would swing with left hooks. The left hook was kind of the main power punch he was throwing. And when he'd miss, he'd really miss. And, his legs, his footwork just looked very off. It was not a good performance from Ohara Davis. And you could see kind of distress signals kind of in the 8th round. You could really see it when he was telling his trainer, to stop shouting. And he just didn't look himself. He really kind of looked out of step in this fight. And, I got to ask the question, who is Ohara Davis' trainer, and does he need to maybe swallow his pride? Because a trainer who I spoke a lot about on this channel, and I've not really given him his fair share as a trainer, which is Tunde Ajayi. Now, as I've said before, PA leaves a lot to be desired, but as a trainer, he has his fighters fairly good technically. And I know that Ohara Davis was originally working with Tunde Ajayi. I think they split for whatever reason. I think it might have been more on Davis's part, but I think maybe he would need to swallow his pride and go back to Tunde Ajayi, because I think there's technical flaws with Ohara Davis there that need to be addressed now, because he should be counting his lucky stars he got this decision tonight. Definitely. I'm not going to say it was a straight up robbery, but I definitely thought Miguel Vazquez won. Not just me. On the stream, it was on IFL, there was a chat. Most people thought that it was Vazquez who won. Barry Jones at ringside thought Vazquez won. So I think Ohara Davis should be very, very thankful for Ian John Lewis that he got the decision tonight. Okay, but he definitely needs to go back to the drawing board. He's had 8 months out of the ring. That's fair enough. But he definitely needs to go back to the drawing board. Work on things from a technical point of view. Make sure the injuries, the rib heals up. And I would also ask, is the right hand okay? Because he's not throwing as much as he used to. Like this fight, you could count on one hand how many times he threw the right hand. And as well as that, one other thing I noticed in this fight was that over the course of 10 rounds, he just neglected Miguel Vazquez's body. I don't think he threw one body shot. Exaggeration, I'm sure he did, but very few. And the body was there to be hit. And Miguel Vazquez, although he wasn't negative, but definitely he was trying to counter Ohara Davis. He was throwing, little flurries of shots. go to the body. If you can't get the head, go to the body, and the head will soon follow. That'd be the advice I would have given Ohara Davis in the corner. But, you know, it is what it is. He moves on, but as they said on commentary, there's going to be light welterweights up and down Britain who'll be chomping at the bit to get in there with Ohara Davis, having seen this performance and the Jack Catterall performance, and to an extent the Josh Taylor performance. I know Josh Taylor is a serious operator. He's a world level fighter, but even still, whenever Ohara Davis has kind of stepped up a bit, you know, he's been either found wanting or he's been lucky, as tonight. Even when this fight was announced, when I heard Miguel Vazquez, I thought, that's going to be a tough fight for Davis. Vazquez, although he's coming to the end of his career, he's still got some skill there. You know, this is a man who fought Canelo Alvarez twice, believe it or not, has split decision with him in Alvarez's third or fourth pro fight. It's a nice little bite of boxing trivia there for you. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Where would you like to see Ohara Davis go? Do you think, like myself, he should maybe swallow his pride and go back to Tunde Ajayi? Or maybe seek a different kind of trainer? Let me know what you think down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will talk to you after.